Last time on Walking with Dinosaurs, we followed the adventures of Pachycephalosaurus and Stygimoloch, the numbskulls. Today we journey back through the cliffs, miles away from the scene where the Carnotaurus was taken down. The smell of blood still fresh in the air. We'll be focusing today on our old friend the Velociraptor. This male is alone and hunting, while the female rests after being mortally wounded by the recent Triceratops attack. After hours that feels like days waiting, it sees it. A lone Troodon picking of the dry remains of the Carnotaurus. This Carno is dead and has been decomposing for days now, to the point where you can't even see the bone. Just meat rotting on the ground. This Troodon is unaware of the danger it is in, because this Velociraptor is hungry and is willing to fight for its food. Then the Troodon picks up the scent of the lone Velociraptor, intimidating it with its mighty cries. The raptor is not intimidated. It must feed if it wants to live. The raptor pounces on the Troodon, sinking its teeth into its neck and its Spinosaurus-like spines on the back of it. The Troodon cries out for help, but there is nobody to help it. After 2 minutes of struggling, the Troodon stops breathing, and the Velociraptor is victorious. The raptor has made it home with the decaying Troodon, calling out to its partner in the caves, where he takes refuge among the rocks covered from the pouring rain of the Jurassic era. The injured Blue limps over, her hand covering the wound, awaiting the Velociraptor. It will wait to start eating the decaying Troodon, so Blue can have some too, so she can heal. The two raptors begin feasting on the Troodon. Blue gets the stomach area, getting the protein so her heel can wound, while the male will focus on cleaning the bones. If they do not get a bigger prey in 2 weeks, then this could be the end of our raptor friends. The raptor has returned to his ledge for the second day in a row, along with the second day of rain here at Peace Lake. It will drive some of the weaker willed dinosaurs mad, but not the Velociraptor. Its brain, dwarfing the one of a human, could possibly be one of the smartest animals on Earth. With every dinosaur, he has a competitor. This raptor is being the Dilophosaurus. So Dilophosaurus begins creeping over to the raptor, hoping not to make a sound. If it does, it will die. The raptor uses its whip-like tail to swipe it off its feet, falling to the ground and dying. The raptor cannot go for it. Instead, it uses it as bait, and it proves successful. The decaying body summons the Concavenator. With its Spinosaurus-like back and webbed limbs, you would expect to live closer to the Peace Lake, but it chooses not to. Instead, it chooses to snack on this decaying Dilophosaurus when the raptor pounces on the concavenator's back. The concavenator feels it, but it cannot jerk up. It appears it has been paralyzed by the venom within the Dilophosaurus body. And it too will die. With 2 decaying dinosaurs, body is filled with toxin. The raptor has no choice but to go home. They will not be eating today. The raptors have no choice. They must migrate to Peace Lake in hopes of more food, perhaps scavenging off the baryonyx. But no dinosaur will be there now. With the wet season, it is also mating season for some creatures. The fields will remain empty for a short amount of time, as the creatures will give birth and perhaps come in greater numbers. The raptors have arrived at Peace Lake. The now moved in raptors take a company to the death zone of Peace Lake, both getting vantage points and hiding points to ambush any unexpected creatures. With their luck, they do. A concavenator approaches the death zone, starving in misery. The 2 raptors will put him out of it. The concavenator is dead. For now, it appears our velociraptors are the apex predator of the pond. It appears they will be top of the food chain for a long time. Well, at least until the Allosaurus comes.